So the first point is that what is the SAP architecture? You might be learn into the while working in your engineering background and anywhere. So every software has their architecture. Okay, architecture of SAP. Okay, so what is the architecture of SAP? So SAP architecture means it has the R3 layer. Okay, it has the SAP R3 is nothing but the its R3. So in which R stand for real time. R means what? R means what? Real time. Real time. And 3 stands for 3 layer. Three stand for the 3 layer. So what are these 3 layer? Okay, so number 1 is presentation layer. Number 2 is application layer. Here, and number 3 is the
Sir, share your screen.
Yeah, sorry guys, I forgot. So is it visible?
Yes, visible.
Yeah. So we are going to learn the architecture of SAP. So our architecture of SAP is R3, in which R stand for the real time and 3 stand for 3 tier. That 3 tier is, that is, one is the presentation layer, second is the application layer, and third one is the database. So how it works? So presentation layer is nothing but the PC, like system. So let me quickly go to the SAP system. So before SAP, that presentation layer is nothing but the system, or we can say laptop or a desktop. Okay, desktop of the business or user. Okay, and whatever the information is there, that information will be go to the application layer. That information will be go to the application layer. So this is the first step. Okay, and whatever the information we given to the application layer, okay, so our first step is the presentation layer, where information is supposed to be go. I will quickly show here. So let me show you with the example. So presentation layer, whatever the information we give, that will be, or you can say input. Okay, let's say you are putting what you can say, you into the IRCTC website. You have given the your credential, and then you search the train from Pune to Mumbai. Then as soon as you put the information as Pune to Mumbai, then it will reach to the in application layer, and in the application layer, then application layer will be send the details to the database layer, and in database layer their information is available, which are the trains available. So how it is work? So that application layer, what we did here, let's say we are on the desktop or our PC. We have given the went to the IRCT website. There what we did, we given our credential, and as soon as we given the credential, then we want to find the Pune to Mumbai train. So what input we given in the presentation layer, input is that from Pune to Mumbai which train is available. So that information will be go to the application layer, and application layer will send the detail, give the input to the database layer, because our all data is present in the database layer. That is the second step. Okay, this is the second step. And database layer, what will do, it will check the whatever the trains available in the database, and that will be sent to the again application layer. Okay, that will be send the information to the application layer. So this is the, what you can say, this is the third step. Okay, this is the third step. And fourth step is that again, that from database layer we capture the all the information, it is came to the application layer, and application layer will send the details to the presentation layer, that is the end user. So same functionality will be followed into the SAP system. You are getting my point? So same functionality will be followed into the SAP system. Just I will show you on tutorial for that. Same information, or in the simple way. This is our the fourth step. So guys, you are getting how the SAP architecture will work. Step 1. Step 1 is that information. I will quickly give the, here SAP is loading, not an issue. So you got how the SAP functionality will work.
Yes.
Okay. So this is the architecture of the SAP. So I will show you later. I mean, once our system will be it's loading, maybe there is server data loaded is there. Okay. So this is the architecture of the SAP. Then next is the SAP landscape. SAP landscape. So SAP landscape, it is nothing but the arrangement of the server. Arrangement of the server. And in the SAP there are 3 servers there. Okay, one is the development server, second is the quality server, and third one is the production server. Okay, so development server. Okay, so in the development server only consultant has the access. Okay, let's say client, development server. So if here in SAP system whenever you go into the initial screen, here client is there, right? Client 800. So likewise we have the client. Okay, so let's say it's the 100. Okay, and in the development server might be again there are two server will be there. One is the, it's depend on business to business. One is the what you can say configuration server, or so for time being you just forgot about it. It might be confused to you. So for the development server, what is the development their client id 100, client is the 100, client is the 100. Okay, so second is the quality server. And quality server, for the quality server, who has the access? Consultant and core user from the business. Okay, and third one is the production server. Production means live system. And who has access here? Only business user has access. Only business user has the access for the production server. So let's say in quality server the client will be 200, and for the production system client will be the 300. So like this system, SAP system, we have what you can say so client is there, like let's say we are defining the our organization element, organizational unit, like company code. So this is the configuration, so that configuration will be done by the in development server. Okay, and as I said, we have TR is generated. We mentioned that TR details and all transport request, as I already told you. So if we are going to do any changes in the system, that will be moved from one server to the other server through the transport request, that is this ID. Okay, so once we do the development in the development server, that changes will be moved to the quality server. So we no need to create from scratch in the quality server, because we already created in the development server, and that will be sent. Let's say some changes we did in the SAP system development server, then we move to the quality server, then we do the testing from our end. Also once we do the testing from our end, then we feel that the testing is positive, but again we did that, we need to send this testing to the, I mean we need to ask to the business from the core user to do the testing and give the confirmation to us, that is UAT. Okay, and if everything is fine, then we move to the production or we can say live system. Production server is nothing but the live system. Then question is that why we don't have the access to the production system? Because it is the sensitive information. If we do any mistake from our end as a consultant, then it is the complete bill is they supposed to be blame on us. So we can guide to the user. Okay, we can guide to the user on the production server or production system, but we cannot do anything in the production system. Only we have the authorization. At max we display the any things, any information, but we cannot have the access to do the any changes in the production system. So in real time also, please do not do any changes in the production server. Even we are I am not doing anything or any changes into the production system. So guys, do we have any doubt in SAP landscape? Any you didn't get anything or something? Can you please answer? Everyone are with me?
No issue, sir.
Yes. No
Amol,
issue.
visual.
No issue.
Okay, ठीक है. So you are getting my point? Okay. So guys, now to run any project, okay. So to run any project, let's say we have the n number of service based company. Let's say we take the example of Chitale Milk, right? So Chitale Milk want to implement SAP in their system. Then what they will do? They will reach out to the SAP implementation partner. Like implementation partner means, let's say they will reach to the TCS, they will reach to the Infosys, they will reach to the Tech Mahindra, they will reach to the Accenture, and from that they will take the quotation from different service based company like TCS and all, and what they will do, they will take the quotation from that, and what they finalize on the different parameter, what are the which service based company give the best service, okay, and which company has the like best quotation like best price, which service based company has the good reputation in the market, so they will give the good services, okay. So after doing this, that they will decide one implementation partner, and client will decided that we will go with this XYZ company for the implementing the SAP for their business. So our role is that it's not our role, okay. So in implementation, let's say we can say so I will quickly give, for example, Chitale Milk Company. So what they will do, they want to implement SAP in their organization, okay. So what they will do, they supposed to be reach, let's say TCS, they will reach to the Accenture, they will reach to the Infosys, they will reach to the Tech Mahindra, they will reach to the any more company, okay. So from that they decided to go with the Infosys, let's say, okay. So they decided to the go with the Infosys, and for the implementing to the SAP tool, okay. So then what is the implementation? Question is that what is the implementation? What is the implementation? Implementation means configure the client business process newly into the SAP. Configure client business process newly into SAP. Okay, you are getting my point. What is the implementation? Implementation is configuring the client business process into SAP. So implementation partner, these are the implementation partner from which Accenture got the project, okay. Infosys got the project, right? So to execute that project, okay, that project in the proper way, okay, there are some methodologies there, okay, there are some methodology is there, okay. So here the Infosys received the project from the Chitre mill to implement the SAP, their business, into the SAP system. To implement this, we have to follow some methodology. It is called as the SAP methodology. It is called as the SAP methodology. The question is that what is the ASAP methodology, right? The question is that what is the ASAP methodology? The ASAP methodology means, in the ASAP methodology, ASAP means, or we can say ASAP methodology will give the guideline to implement the SAP into the client. Okay, so, or we can say it's the accelerated methodology. ASAP means we can say accelerated. A stand for accelerated. Accelerated system application product in the data processing. So in that ASAP methodology there are 5 phases. Okay, there are 5 phases in ASAP methodology. ASAP methodology. So what are that 5 phases? In which number 1 is project preparation. In which number 1 is the project preparation. Number 2 is the blueprint. It's called a BPP phase, that is blueprint, or we can say business blueprint. Number 3 is the realization phase. Number 4 is final preparation phase. And last but not the least, go live and support. Okay, so these are the 5 methodology we need to learn. These are the 5 methodology we need to learn. So then we will go to one by one. We will go one by one. Okay, so first is the project preparation. Now client is finalized the implementation partner. Okay, and they decided to go with the Infosys. Then in the project preparation, what exactly happened? So we are the consultant. We are not the we are the consultant. We are not the project manager, or from the finance head, or we can say delivery head, technical expert, or project manager. Okay, so in project preparation phase, both the management came into the picture. The highest manager from the implementation partner, so, and the what we can say implementation partner, as well as the client. You are getting my point? So in the project preparation, the management from from implementation partner and client is involved. So implementation partner means here we can say implementation partner means here Infosys. Okay, and client means who is here? Chitade. So guys, please be clear. No one explain this thing to you with this depth. So please understand that is who is the implementation partner, who is the client. That is also very very important. Okay, so like management from implementation part. So for example, who's supposed to be involved? That is BDM, that is business development manager. Second one is the delivery head, who is the or we can say delivery manager. Okay, third one is that we can say technical expert, who has the sound knowledge on SAP. Then project manager. These people are involved in the from the implementation partner. Okay, so similarly from the client, management from the client. So here I can put the implementation partner. And here I put the client. So from client, who's supposed to be come into the picture? So from client, like obviously that all the decision making activities there. So let's say vice president from the IT, from IT department. Every company has their own IT department. Then vice president from finance, because it's finance related prime decision we have to take here. Also project manager. From client also have one project manager. He will follow with the implementation partner and technical here from the. So these people are involved from implementation partner and client. Okay, so in implementation partner phase, they decide how the project is supposed to be run. Okay, so please keep in mind, from business blueprint phase, okay, from business only consultant means we consultant can involve from BBP phase, right? So just keep in mind, we are not involved in the project preparation phase, but in interview you get the question, what is the ASAP methodology. Okay, so in project preparation phase, what are the activity happens, like, okay, so project preparation activity, in which what happen in the project preparation activity. First is the, or we can say like user license. How many? So if they are implementing SAP, then we have to purchase the what we have to purchase, that is ID, SAP ID. Like we have created na SAP ID. So we also purchase that SAP ID, but it is for the practice purpose. So they have to what you can say, they have to purchase the user license, means they, how many consultant is there, so how many user ID is required, and how many business, I mean in future they are going to, they required for the UAT, unit testing and all. So any client, if they implement the, go into the that implementation phase, the first thing is that they supposed to be propose the user license, means how many user ID required. Okay, so that is the first step. So second step is that how many landscape is there, we just learn the landscape. Okay, so landscape, server is important na? Landscape. So guys, are we on the same page? You are getting what I am trying to say?
Yes.
Yeah, so please, because you might be have some network issue, so you might be not answering, but if you have any doubts, please unmute yourself and ask your question. Okay. Okay, so that landscape, so we just learn that landscape. I'm not landscape here, yeah, so landscape, so this information is required here, right? So how many how many server is there, how many activities there, that supposed to be required here. Okay, so landscape is required, so we just discuss this. Okay, then also important thing is that infrastructure. Okay, infrastructure means I will tell you. User license, then landscape, then infrastructure. So whatever the infrastructure means, whatever the server we purchase, where we supposed to be keep. Client should be decide some place na, if they have n number of branches, so where that server supposed to be put. Okay, so infrastructure. Infrastructure is also very important. Infrastructure means that we need to, infrastructure is nothing but we need to keep server somewhere. So for that we need to the license, or we need to know how many system we supposed to be purchased. Okay, how many system, PCs, we can say PCs, desktop PCs we need to purchase. Okay, so for implementation, okay, how many PC or how many PC need to purchase to implement SAP. It means that they have their own user, so they need the laptop, desktop and all. So that infrastructure is also very important, because we are doing all the implementation, and at the final they supposed to be say, I mean client, we don't have the user system, so that is not the useful na, right? Also server environment, so whatever the server is there, where we keep. Okay, so let's say in that okay, also I put the B point as the server environment. It means that we can say here server environment means where to keep keep server, or we can say server room security, or we can say temperature we have to maintain for server room. There should be AC and all. Temperature. So all these thing is come into this server environment. Okay. Then list of the fourth point is infrastructure. Then fourth point is the implementation partner will list out the entire the consultant who is going to involve this implementation project. Okay. Or we can implementation partner. So implementation partner will give the list of the consultant. List of the consultant to client, and also client will give the list of the core user. Okay, list of the consultant to client, list of the consultant involved for implementation project. Okay, list of the consultant involved for implementation project. Okay, then also core user will give the list of their user. Okay, and we can say core user list. What are the core user involved in the implementation project? Then thing is that if it is the domestic project, okay, then there are two types of project. One is the domestic project and one is the multinational project. Okay, so multinational means they supposed to be we have to go on site and implement the project. Okay, then here thing is that okay, consultant facilities. Consultant facilities means here the project some client has the requirement is that consultant should become our place and they implement the project. Okay, if this is the requirement, then who will bear their consultation cost, like accommodation, their accommodation and their facilities and all. So these things will be decided into the in consultant facility, like their expenses, their travel expenses, their work environment, their accommodation, then also what are the tenure of the project, and sometimes the requirement in a such a way that only consultant come in our place to gather the requirement. Okay, so these things will be decided in the consultant facility. Okay, so guys, and also they decide the when that project supposed to be go live date. Go live date. So what will be the go live date for that project? So these are the points will be considered in the project preparation phase. So guys, do we have any question till now? Do you have any questions?
No, sir.
Okay. So after discussing all these things, then client management from the client or implementation partner come to their place. Okay, management, we can say, let's say after completion of PP phase, it means that project preparation phase, implementation implementation partner will come back to office and start kick-off meeting. Start the kick-off meeting. So kick-off meeting means what is discussed in the project and what is the infrastructure, who is going to implement, who are the consultants supposed to be implement that project, and what are the things in the happens in the project preparation phase. So in the kick-off meeting, they will, consultant is not involved in the project preparation phase, but higher management have to introduce about the client and all. So what they will do, they will introduce about client, who is the client. Then do you have any question? Rules and regulation of the client, and roles and responsibility of the consultant, and responsibility of consultant. Okay, roles and responsibility of the consultant. Also, core user list. Core user list means core user are the user, they have the sound core user list. Then core user are from business, or you can say client, who has complete knowledge on their client business. So guys, core user is very important. Okay, core user means that who has the good knowledge of the business and probably around 10 to 15 year work of experience. Guys, we are using in the same company. These are the core user, because we have to implement SAP in SAP system, their business process in SAP system. So we have to gather the information very carefully. Then it will be very smooth to implement SAP system, the client business process to the SAP system. Okay, so core user is the very important. So please note the definition of that. Okay, also they will disclose the go live date. Go live date is also important, na? Go live date of the project, and when project is starting. When project start date. Project start date. So do you have any question till now?
No, sir.
Okay. So
No, sir.
Okay. So from that, the next phase is the blueprint phase, right? So next phase is the, as I mentioned, consultant is involved from this phase, right? Next phase is the blueprint phase, business blueprint phase. That is the second step. Or we can say So next phase is the business blueprint, and as I already told, consultant can involve from business blueprint phase. So guys, so business blueprint phase, we have to discuss. In business blueprint phase, we will discuss whether it is today, or is it fine, or can I continue, or shall I stop? Okay, so please guys, I will stop here, and you have to go with all these steps. That is also very very important. And